One goes away forever. I'm telling you right now, you're going to get rid of the best man.
It's the wood.
You're going to get rid of the wood. So you're going to get rid of Mike. This is how we do in North Carolina. Stacy, the convenience store, getting pulled over by the cops. We watched these motherfuckers grew. Terrance,
we watched them grew up.
We watched
them grew up. Yo, it's the MalloryBrosPodcast, episode 204.
Yes, sir.
Happy Friday. Hold on, wait, 203? I'll say 204. Oh, okay, I said happy Friday as well. Happy Tuesday.
Damn.
Gotta get my numbers right.
Equilibrium all the way off.
Terrell, stop. You look like you teach science, boy.
That's not even science. That would be
You look like you teach physics, boy. You look like the cool physics teacher.
Okay, boy, you look like the cheer coach. You coach cheer girl. They like, oh, he's.
Hey, look, happy Tuesday. We just got finished with Monday. Week started back. I know y'all appreciate. I feel like people appreciate this part where I'm saying, yo, the week is back. But look, you're gonna make it through this week. We're gonna be locked in next week.
Look, Monday was rough.
What holiday is coming up for folks? It's June. 4th of July.
Father's Day.
Okay, Father's Day.
Father's Day.
Yeah,
see how Father's Day just gets shit on?
Well, look, that's
motherfucker there 4th of July.
Terrell, that's like me asking what holiday coming. You say Mother's Day. That ain't nobody's celebration but mothers.
Everybody celebrates Mother's Day though. Everybody.
That's true. But I'm thinking for everybody to look forward to their work off. You ain't getting Mother's Day or Father's Day off.
Well, I got a 1-year-old on Thursday.
Oh, okay.
You know, we celebrating that. June is a big month for us.
That's true.
Huge month.
I was trying to give them some encouragement, but you know what, Terrell? We're all happy for your son.
Nah, don't try to do that. But happy Tuesday to everybody. Welcome back to another podcast from the guys. This weekend was chill, I would say. I didn't do much. Terrance had a festive.
It wasn't so festive. It was A-Train's birthday, so shout out to A-Train. Happy birthday again. We didn't do so much, you know. She is a pregnant woman, so we ain't stacking the to-do list. I wanted to do something that was like dope, but like more like for her. So what I think was that we went to the Museum of Natural History, which is dope. It's in DC. The most A-Train thing ever. I got a picture of A-Train in front of the big whale that they got in there. She loved whales, so it was a perfect museum joint. The butterfly exhibit where they had the butterflies land on you.
That was dope. Monarchs?
All types. Yes. Monarchs. Oh, but like literally every butterfly you could think of, I swear we saw flying. There's one of the big blue joint.
Uh-huh.
Like I feel
Did
like
y'all see like big jumps?
Hell yeah, you
like
a big
the joints that's the side of a fucking.
I gotta show the nigga the video. I never showed you the video.
Shows me no memories.
They had that, but look, the Museum of Natural History, it really is almost like this big museum that tells you about like the origin of the world we live on and the things that live on it. You know, so like the origin of all of the fish, origin of humans. They got the origin of like every mammal. Shit was dope as fuck. Like got skeletons in there, fucking life-size animals in there. I've been to a museum before on a museum date, but this was the first time in a minute that I went to the museum and actually felt like it was dope shit. You know how you go to a museum with a girl and you just like, oh, okay, yeah, all right, whatever.
Nah, yeah.
You know, I went to the National Portrait Museum before. That was cool, but it's just a bunch of pictures. Mm-hmm. Fuck this. I like they had a life-size bear in that joint. I said, damn, look at this joint. The joint was big as fuck. They had life-size fucking lion, life-size fucking giraffe. Then look, then they got the giraffe skeleton. So you just see all the bones. If you got a kid that's like 4 and up, y'all need to go to that joint.
That's the joint you sent me with the monkey
yes
display.
And they got, the history in that, you know, throws me left. I'm like, all right, okay, I don't know if I'm all the way believing everything in this joint. Because I don't think that we came from apes, y'all. That's just a hot take for the pod. I don't think that we came from apes. Me and A-Train was going back and forth about it because it's not that she does.
That what they telling y'all in the exhibit, that we came from apes?
Well, they basically play it like we're a cousin of an ape. Like there's I forget the name of it. A-Train would know. There's a fish that look like a dolphin, but it ain't a dolphin. But it's almost like the cousin of a dolphin. Almost like how a turtle and a crocodile are both reptiles, but they not the same. It's the same thing with us and monkeys. Type shit.
Okay.
Because look, they got 2 eyes, 2 arms, 2 legs, 2 hands, 2 feet. They stand up, speak. They are low-key the closest thing on Earth to a human that's not a human.
They are.
So I feel like, the museum definitely tells us we come from. Terrell, look up Homo erectus. That's what Terrell look like.
Homo erectus. What the hell is that? I don't even want to search that in my phone. What type of freak ass shit is that?
You got to go to the museum. They got a bunch of shit like that in there. But look, if you search it.
Erectus.
It's like one of the first, forms of, I don't know, y'all.
It's a primate.
Trust me, when we was in that joint, I was
hell no. I don't give a fuck what nobody tell me. We didn't come from
A-Train was playing the where'd you come from, then where'd you prove? I'm like, fuck, I don't have a museum, but I don't think we came from this.
The original man of the earth. Never came from a cave. Never was in a cave.
I don't think we came from Caesar.
Hell no. We was never in cave. We was never, if you know, you know. We was never in caves. We was always people under the sun and could handle it.
A-Train want to give you a comeback. Then where were we? Go ahead.
These okay, so why didn't the rest of the monkeys evolve?
You never, because they're different species of monkeys.
Nah, we ain't come from them motherfuckers.
Terrell came from an orangutan. That's what he came from an orangutan.
Terrance, you know what you came from? Baboon. You do got a baboon build.
Terrell, you have a baboon face.
We ain't come from no fucking monkeys, man. I would never believe that. Y'all, not everything you see in this is the thing. I need to go to the museum, and I want to talk to whoever's in charge. You work here, ma'am?
I was telling her that. I said, you know what? I feel a type of way. I need explanation about this one.
This is what you call indoctrination.
Seriously, I didn't come on here to do that. I want to encourage people to go to the museum. Don't go and be a heathen like me and Terrell.
Heathen? It sounds like the heathens are the motherfuckers that put these things on the wall in here.
Could you see how you like that? You could be in there. The same motherfucker has the same issue with a cat breed or they're saying that the butterfly came from this, but it's really...
Black people were never in caves. That's a fact.
I don't believe he was in caves.
Black people were never in caves. That's a fact.
I don't think that. I think that there was a definitely a group of people that went north, got
through
cold,
a process called speciation,
you
lost their pigment and became. Trust me, I've seen every hidden color.
Terrell, I have too, but I'm trying to keep it chill.
Well, you on here telling motherfuckers that we Homo erectus. What the fuck kind
That's what was the part of the fucking museum that I went and seen.
I'm sorry. You know what this is? This is I guess you can call it conspiracy theorists, but this is just me pointing out things that y'all think that what do they call it?
You're the guy that came and you're talking about my watermelon documentary and you come in with the seed and seedless take. Fuck out of here. This is just on the tasting watermelon. Who is this motherfucker?
Okay, but you the motherfucker that's saying some watermelons come seedless. Some of them just happen to have seeds.
And look, here you come.
Y'all not gonna talk about the scientific process that they use to making sure these motherfuckers don't reproduce and you're eating a fake fruit?
Not when we call it this motherfucking watermelons are us and we trying to get it going. You trying to get the whole thing canceled. I'm trying to get motherfuckers to go to the museum.
Do you think seedless grapes are natural?
Seedless grapes?
Yes.
Yeah, because how do you get a...
Okay, bet. So seedless grapes. So how you get more seedless grapes?
How you get more seedless? You grow them.
With what?
The seed of the first grape. Then we take some other grapes that didn't have a seed and didn't have a stem.
Terrance, no, you see? It ain't.
Put them in there and bushel together. And then that's how you get it. When you don't give... That's how some of y'all are as parents. Well, you see a comma is used in a sentence when it comes to an end. When it comes to an end of a sentence, you put a comma. Stop asking questions.
Teach this nigga the wrong.
Because you don't feel like answering. She go to school. Wrong as fuck.
Comma.
Now you mad. Why the fuck would you put a comma at the end of a sentence?
Exactly. When it was you that did that. Bro, trust.
A period for the end, dumbass. Now go to bed. These damn teachers ain't doing nothing. I'm paying my damn
They
money.
ain't doing their job. It's really you.
Hold on, wait. But look, we also went to the Hamilton in D.C. So shout out to everybody who's
What
been
did you
there.
eat? What you get? What was the meal you got?
I got the crab cake, the 2 crab cake joints. You get fries, you get coleslaw. We wanted to do the district wings, but Shawty ain't bring them, which was weird. We also were in a weird situation where we had a waiter, and then all of a sudden we had somebody's uncle. Oh, hold on, wait. I'm gonna be y'all waiter because Tisha had to go pick up her daughter. Literally that. Tisha had to go pick her daughter up, so I'm gonna be with y'all. Okay, she didn't even bring out district wings. No wonder. I ain't gonna lie. You ever get a waiter and you just, I don't know, maybe it's just me ever since you work for a restaurant. I feel like when the waiter come up, they last table and they're sick because they about to get off. And I felt her energy.
Did y'all get there before they closed?
Thank you for coming to the Hamilton. Have y'all, you know, I like when people say, y'all been here before? Bet. Yada. Because look, she had all the info because I think she was waiting for us to be on some we been here before regular shit. So we was like, okay, yo, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And then she had mad info. Like, she was smart. I just felt like she just was kind of chill. And then when I found out she had to go pick her daughter up, I said, why the fuck am I even hearing that? Just say it's an emergency.
Just say, hey, she has some things to take care of. I'm going to be taking care of you guys. Did she bring out the... Get right to the shit. Don't...
If it's me, I'm coming out like, yo, my name is, hey, yo, my name is Terrance. I know y'all have a different waiter, but it's actually going to be me going forward. I'm sorry about the mishap.
And it's really on her to set expectation, too.
Right.
This is John.
But you know what was fucked up, Terrell? We go the whole meal. We get to check. We in that joint chit-chat. And guess who we see walking around with a menu or whatever? Shorty who was supposed to be picking her kid up.
She probably wouldn't got her.
But you in that joint moving around this joint like it don't seem like a rush. I should have went and said, excuse me, can you bring napkins to our table?
Did you forget we were over here?
Because I haven't seen you in a while. What was your name again? I'm calling the manager. She is the manager.
Let me tell y'all.
Your whole script be flipped when you find out you talking to the manager. That's why most people be speechless.
Oh,
district manager. I don't know what else to go. I want to talk to your boss.
Yeah, I know you got a boss. People used to always say that. I know you got a boss. And now I find myself I be finding myself in situations where I'm like,
you want to speak to the manager?
Because I know you, like, bro, where was I at where I was like, I know you can't give me your boss. Because when I was working, I wouldn't give you my boss. So I actually respect that. So I'll just tell you. I forget where I was. I'm always in a situation like that, bro. Because I will complain.
When you're losing your shit in public, it is the worst feeling. Because you start realizing, damn, I'm losing my shit. I remember I was going off on the lady at the airport. And I'm like, I never talked to anybody like this. And I said, damn, I'm self-imploding.
You turned into a Karen.
I'm like, I never talked to anybody like this.
What if they had a black Karen name? Like Rondale or something. Hold on, Rondale. And you're like, are you kidding me? I'm not being rude. You just know that that's what they mean.
Hold on, Rondale is crazy.
People don't get, though, that when you complain, sometimes you be just like helping.
100%.
Depending on how you complain. Like the person that say, hey, ain't no more paper towels in the bathroom. Just want to let you know when they leave. Thank you. Hey, because somebody, the man's bathroom.
You either adding to the help or the complaint. That's what I always say. Look, you either going to add to the help, meaning they going to get on it, or the next person tomorrow, that's adding to it. I have customers coming up saying they ain't got tissue in the bathroom. I got to do that.
I used to lie to people to catch them up. Like if I see 2 people in the back talking about something, I'll be like, why is there a customer way over here and y'all over here talking? Do I pay y'all to talk? Or no, they like, they go back there, don't see nobody.
And you know what you said? That's because you probably missed the customer.
That's what you do.
If I catch you talking again.
Oh,
the nigga was lying the whole time. That's funny as shit.
But look, let me tell you what happened to me on my way to do this podcast. Don't get DoorDash Red Lobster. It's going to taste amazing. And shout out to Red Lobster. Me and the Fion love Red Lobster. We're sad that they're closing. We love the endless shrimp. Y'all, we ordered DoorDash the other night on some, fuck it. We planning a birthday party, right? So we said, fuck it. We ordered off the late. I ordered half a dozen of the Cheddar Bay biscuits because we was going to eat like 2 apiece. And then I even made the deal because Fion was like, I don't want to, I'll eat 1. You can have the rest. I said, all right, bet. I'm only going to eat probably like 3 or 2. like you do at the restaurant. 2, 3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
Because we not about to act like y'all don't go to the restaurant and then sometimes, y'all punish that first basket. Then while y'all eating, they bring y'all more bread. By the time you finish your meal, you done had like 4 or 5 biscuits. I feel like it's not ridiculous to get half a dozen. Right?
I mean, I guess that's
Because you
not...
gonna eat 4 or 5 biscuits in a sitting if you was at the Red Lobster, right?
I mean, yeah, but that's one of the reasons. You start getting too hung up on the bread and then you're not finishing your food.
See, I don't have that problem. So, we ordered our food, the shrimp 3-way, right? That's because that's what we be getting. And they gave us 12 fucking biscuits on some, we ordered late, so I guess they was on some we closing shit. So they gave us a dozen of the Cheddar Bay biscuits. And I was like, we gotta throw whatever we don't eat away. So long story less long, we punished, right? The shit was fire. Punished. But the next 2 days, I definitely paid for it. And today, I really paid for it. Because while I was on my way here, I got to take my son to his grandparents' house. And then I come here to do the podcast. But on my way there, right, I stop at the drive-thru. About to get me a little large fry. In the drive-thru, my stomach did a growl that I just have not heard in a long time. Shit sound like the beginning of what's the show they go do when they go to commercial?
Doug?
It ain't Doug.
It is Doug. Your stomach sound like the beginning of Doug?
Or Seinfeld. Anyway, I immediately had to use the bathroom.
His
And
stomach
this
sound like a Zapp and Roger joint.
Immediately, it felt like my water broke.
Oh.
And I'm like, gotta start pushing. So I'm thinking, soon as I get this sweet tea, I'ma park right here, and I have to go in this McDonald's and use the bathroom. It just was the worst feeling ever, knowing that that's what I had to do. And then what made it 10 times worse is I look up in my rearview mirror, and my son is looking at me, and I'm like, damn, I have to get this motherfucker out the car, out of his car seat, take him into the bathroom, hope the big stall is free, so that we not into this size joint. And I literally, thank God, we get into the joint. I set him down, and I have to go. So I'm on business. So I set him down. He's standing there. Thank God he's can walk now. But I just had to sit on that toilet. I put the Miss Rachel on. I'm trying to act a soda cracker. I'm trying to keep I'm trying to keep him entertained and keep myself together. I'm sweating. It was bad.
I tried to walk Terrell away from telling this story. And I want y'all to know, this is Terrell with these stories every week, not me. I've had much better gut health ever since I had my turnaround.
And I have too.
Terrell comes on this podcast and he just wants to act like his stomach's always fucked up. And then y'all will get there and say, they. It ain't they. It's Terrell. When Terrell says, don't order Red Lobster DoorDash. Don't order Red Lobster DoorDash at 10 p.m. and then lay down.
I didn't lay down,
Don't
bitch ass
eat anything.
nigga. I was up.
Don't eat.
What the fuck did you eat at 10 o'clock last night? Say on the pod.
What did I eat last night, 10 o'clock?
The other night you had a Jets pizza.
I had a salad.
And did anybody say anything about that?
We had a salad with chicken strips.
Oh, he tried to say the healthy shit.
Sure, no, this is dead ass. Salad with chicken strips. And then I had chicken strips and fries. It was chill. But you're ordering a noodle slime pasta, and then look. You order a noodle cheesy sauce pasta. All of that's turning into slime when it goes in your body. Then you got your body prepared. Your conscience sent a note to your stomach on some Osmosis Jones shit. Oh, look, he only ordered 3 biscuits. Bet, so they only want to eat 3 biscuits. This motherfucker showed up with 2 dozen. Your stomach said, oh shit, red button. Here come this nigga eating 5 Cheddar Bay biscuits. He's mouthing the biscuit. And then he's eating a noodle. What did you get?
I got the Walt's favorite shrimp, which is the fried shrimp, which is fire. Everybody knows about the Walt's famous shrimp. I also got a grilled shrimp skewer. Everybody knows the grilled shrimp skewer is
You got it, no pasta?
Then I got the shrimp linguine pasta, and that's what fucked me up.
Shrimp linguine, let me tell you. Anybody who has a stomach knows linguine, you're done. Anything linguine, chicken linguine, shrimp linguine,
That's
something
not always
linguine,
true.
Alfredo, you're done.
And you know what I noticed when I was younger? And this is going to make me sound, I guess, old, but I used to could just eat the carbonara from, the chicken and shrimp carbonara from Olive Garden or the chicken and shrimp pasta from Fridays, back Cajun, fuck it. Now that heavy whipping cream do a number. That heavy whipping cream do a number on your boy. That's what you should name the podcast.
Heavy whipping cream.
Heavy whip.
Heavy whip.
Yes, sir.
This nigga. I like how he say Fion, because it remind me of We Young.
Uh-huh. And you look like your name is B. John.
Hit up the Fion. No, she had an attitude. Hit him from a distance. Longitude and latitude.
Ooh.
Fire, right?
Look, speaking of whip, Donald Trump's got...
How does that connect? If y'all haven't seen in the news,
Hey, that's a dope background you got on your phone.
Man.
Did you get that from the Twitter drinks that's been going around?
yes, I told A-Train if y'all want to see. I normally got A-Train on the back of my phone, and then when I switched it, it was like, I'm like, girl, what the fuck? I see.
I got it on her Twitter.
Day. I put her on the I put her on the home screen.
You put on the home screen behind all the app pages. You don't even got the apps and folders.
When I swipe my app, I see that face.
Why'd your phone set up like that? This nigga got his phone set up like he's 70.
Bro, I'm telling you.
Your apps are just
You
on
know how
pages?
you say I'm gonna redo my apps? I'm not gonna redo all my apps on this old phone. I'm gonna try to get a new joint.
Your home page
Is all the apps I use. Y'all app. don't
If
look
you
like that?
have the, why is Facebook got such prime real estate on your page? My phone, everything is in a pocket. It says this is work, finance, home for all of my home stuff, productivity, bills, leisure.
I have that.
Leisure
Travel.
is where I have my FanDuel, my ESPN.
I got travel.
Reddit.
I got entertainment.
Look, I got a food joint that has my DoorDash.
I got
Papa
food.
John.
I got food.
Entertainment.
Food spots.
Terrance, no, you
Food spots. Shopping. I don't like to put
You got
Instagram.
Yahoo Mail. Just
Because it's your. I don't like to do that,
Facebook.
Terrell.
Why?
All right, bet. I don't like to put my apps in a folder and then all of the notifications shared. Like I need to know I got 25 emails I haven't read. I need to know that. I don't like to put Instagram and Facebook in the social media. Nah, Instagram, Facebook.
do I have mine like that?
You should be able to just
Mine,
go to.
but yeah, the one at the
See,
bottom.
I don't like that. Now all of y'all look. He got a 10,000. Look, a 10,000 red over his joint.
Oh, it's because my email is ridiculous. These motherfuckers want to send you 1,000 things for Papa John. You got a pizza one time.
Yo, would y'all trip out if I ate some corn chips on it?
Yes.
These are my favorite.
Terrance, we not getting
corn
paid
chips.
from these motherfuckers.
Terrell, fuck out of here. You want to sit and talk about Red Lobster like you got a fucking ad? I can say that I like chips.
I wasn't
I
talking.
like these. Fuck.
You do an audio podcast. You got a crunchy ass bag of chips. You look like a nigga that eat Frito scoops. You look like that nigga at the bus stop. You look like a nigga waiting for the train
you
like
look like
shit.
a nigga that drive the bus like shit. Fuck out of here, boy. Big wheel turning ass nigga.
Shout out to my niggas that drive the bus.
Oh,
know a lot of them. And guess what? They doing just fine. Got motion. My man Steve-O, shout out Steve-O. He got a really nice Charger. He's got great life. What do? You was a nigga up at the front at one point. You was a next in line.
Back it in.
Bus drivers make good money, bro.
I'm not
and
shitting
it's
on
a
them.
hard job to get.
I'm not shitting
I'm not
on
letting
it.
you because I know niggas that drive buses that make good money.
I'm not shitting on the
And
bus
you're not gonna
drivers.
act
The
like,
nigga
oh,
told,
you
the
like
nigga
you-
told me I look like I ride the bus.
You
So
look
I
like
said,
you
look
ride
like
the
you
bus, boy.
fucking
One
drive
arm
the bus.
up. Who are we? The commanders. No, on the bus. Like shit, boy. Fuck out of here. Holding on for dear life.
Jaden Daniels his mom did that on draft night. We were like, we don't fuck with that. Don't do that. Okay,
Right
look.
hand up. Who are we?
The Commanders. We don't fuck with them old niggas. Well, over this past weekend, I'm sure everybody's seen Donald Trump, the former president of the United States. What was he, 46?
He was 44. No, but we're now 45. Don't
He's
get out of
45.
line. He was 45.
Yeah. Damn, 45. Mm-hmm. Do the math. Anyway.
That doesn't fit your fucking.
Unfortunately,
Do that.
I told you the 9 is not always about sunshine. Some storms behind the 9. Anyway, Donald Trump becomes the first former president in history to be found guilty to become a convicted felon. And I think it's insane because he is getting ready to still be a very prominent, like a very primary candidate in this upcoming election. in 3 months.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've been seeing people talk about how, it seemed like the election is in a few months and we not getting the whole campaign trails feeling. I know that's out there, but you don't feel like people are campaigning for the election. It just seemed like, I guess we will have Trump and Biden again. And I guess these motherfuckers are just going to run because when is the debate? When is that? And forgive me because y'all know I'm not too much of a political guy. I could be coming up, but like it don't seem like normally I know, but it seems like now I don't really know what's going on.
I feel like I don't really know what's going on as well.
But you're right about
as far as that. But it definitely is seeming like Trump and Biden again.
You're 100% right about how Trump being convicted on this hush money shit, 3 more cases that haven't even really started yet that he still has to do. He's guilty in the first one, and he still could very well be elected president. And it's funny because I was talking to a loved one that did some time in jail, and it's funny because when I seen him, he said, "Hey, you know what I can do now? I can run for president." And we laughed because it was a joke. Because it's like they elected if a motherfucker that... Think about it, when you go to jail, you come home, you can't vote right away. You can't. It's a bunch of shit you can't do. This motherfucker getting ready to run for the highest position in office. How can he even do it?
That's my thing. I'm hoping y'all say, "Hey, y'all were wrong," and that he can't. I hope this.
I would love to be told
horribly.
that.
Yeah,
I would love to be told that, but I honestly really do feel like he's still gonna run, and I feel like he's gonna win. And like I said before in the podcast, you convict me of 34 counts of something, I'm guilty. You let me do this. You let me basically cause an insurrection at the Capitol. I don't care if y'all try to say, "Oh, he didn't really cause it. It was because You let me incite a riot at the Capitol, do all of this shit, grab him by the pussy, XYZ, be president, didn't get convicted, and then I get elected again. You basically telling me I can do whatever the fuck I want.
I can say whatever I want.
Say what I want, and it doesn't matter. That's why we low key can't let the nigga win. Or I feel like it would be bad. And I don't like Biden at all. And that's the thing. Black folks are tired of voting for the lesser of two evils. So that's why you see a lot. And some people that ain't even black. But that's why you see a lot of people say they're not voting. And people are saying, you should vote, you should vote, you should vote. Oh, you crazy, you gotta vote. Right? But black people are tired of voting for the lesser of two evils. People are not gonna be confident enough to go vote for Biden.
Yeah.
Because they're that afraid of Donald Trump. First time around, niggas was like, oh, hell no, we need to get him out.
Yeah.
David Duke and them was talking about where he's going to take the country back. It just felt very racist, very all the obics you could think of. This time, I don't think that we're going to have that same energy from people.
Barack Obama used that tactic with us with the whole hope and a change will come and all of that. Got our vote and then, my bad.
Nigga shedding.
And then, fuck out of here, boy. What are you doing?
You a cicada, boy. That was some exoskeleton that you had on you.
But look, Barack Obama got us with that same, wave of hope. That same wave of we about to do it again. And
change has come to America. Yeah.
Change has come. Hope. I remember seeing the Barack with the hope. The Barack
with the O, with the Obama O in the middle.
The hope. Yeah.
I got the pen from 08.
For sure. And I think it was definitely a dope-ass campaign. But I think we also watched it work on the opposite side with Trump with the whole Make America Great Again. We all knew what that was about. Make America Great Again? Oh, we know what y'all talking about.
Yeah, to this day.
To this day. And I think it worked. And I was telling Terrell, they can get this dude out the way they could find him guilty of murder. And I feel like people would still follow him. And I was telling Terrell, it feels like his celebrity and his social status, like his popularity, seems to override what he actually does.
Yes.
It's insane. It's like almost like no wrong you could do type shit.
I think it's crazy that he can just say some shit and people just run with it. Because think about it. After he was convicted, he gave a statement that was like, the case was completely rigged by a judge who didn't like me from the start, XYZ. And guess what?
And they say he could get in big trouble for that.
For saying that?
For saying that about the judge.
Oh shit, yeah.
Because the judge can come out and say, I forget what exactly that they said, but the judge can come out and say
some
that
type
you
of
talked down
defamation
about
or something like that.
something like that in that ballpark. But like you came out and said the judge was.
But this is my thing.
You said the judge's name and something about that.
You lost the election. You come out and say they rigged the election. I lost. What do your supporters do? They go storm the fucking White House because they believe you.
Nah, yeah.
Then look, you get convicted of these crimes, or of the hush money shit, 34 counts, and they say, oh, it was rigged. They rigged it, and now guess what? That's enough for your supporters to be like, yeah, you see, they're trying to take Trump down because he's the right guy, because he knows what he's doing, and they're trying to get him. And he said Biden was behind the whole shit. So it's kind of like, oh, perfect story to sell my supporters who are going to believe anything I say.
This is around the time, y'all, where aren't we supposed to be seeing, all of the debates, so-and-so versus, I remember we watched Kamala go against.
Nah, yeah, I'm trying to think if maybe it's too early for that. It's June. June 27th is happening? Yeah. All right, bet.
Well, so I want to know who we about to get up there, because...
Biden and Trump are going to debate.
Oh, see, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the
other motherfuckers.
The other ones that come up, yeah.
That would have been like a year ago.
Damn. What, like Pete Buttigieg? What happened to Buttigieg? I like him.
I'm not talking about I'm talking about the presidential election.
You talking
at
about
one point? Remember, at one point it was Kamala running, and then Kamala had to say, "All right, I'm gonna just be VP." That's after Joe. That's after Joe Biden, like, first one. That was
you talking about a situation where.
Oh, so maybe they don't have to do that.
Think about it.
That's
Donald Trump debated a motherfucker that was what was his name? I forget his name. He was running, but since he was president, it's like, of course I'm running again. I'm the president. This motherfucker can challenge me, but basically I got the primary.
You see, that's my thing. We can't even go outside of Biden if we want. We have to just keep it that motherfucker. We can't have another motherfucker that's a dope Democrat or a dope on this side to pick.
It's just, yeah.
And you know what? That's what I'm going to say, y'all. I feel like maybe if you don't want to vote for Biden or you don't want to vote for Trump, maybe not. But I do hear people loud and clear when they say that, a lot of the people that lived before us fought for our opportunity to have the right to go and cast a vote.
Yes.
So even if you put SpongeBob on that note, I think everybody should exercise your right to put a name in the ballot. Put a name on a ballot and cast your vote. I'm absolutely an advocate for that. I'll say that.
I feel like
go out and put somebody else. Exercise your right.
Yeah, I guess I'll agree with that, because our ancestors did fight for our right to have a choice. But I don't think they fought for our right to just blindly vote for two people that, for the two.
That's true.
Because that's what this dude was saying on Twitter this morning. I agree with him, because this dude was like, people died so you could vote, so you need to go and vote. And he was like, did they die for me to have to pick between these two motherfuckers? And you know what they said? If you don't vote, then you're basically voting for Donald Trump. So it's kind of like, this is where people be getting so conflicted.
So if I do vote, then I'm basically voting just so Donald Trump doesn't win. I'm not voting for another president. It works in the opposite. Right. Oh, so if you don't vote, then that means that's a vote for Donald Trump. So if I do vote, I'm only voting so that Donald Trump doesn't win, not for the other guy.
And this is the thing.
And that's where the conflict will come in.
There are people that are not going to vote for Joe Biden because, number one, because look at the inflation, housing, car, everything is up, right? Gas, everything is expensive as fuck. We're going to talk about that next. But
we know
primarily what happened with Palestine and Gaza and what we're funding, I could never put your name on a ballot.
Yeah.
I could never endorse that. We have to watch kids being killed. And y'all, it's crazy, bro. I just want to send love and prayers and support the Palestine, free Palestine. Prayers to the people that were killed at that base. We didn't get to talk about it.
Nah, yeah.
This is not a fucking war. It is genocide.
And it
plain
does
and
feel
simple.
Pretty crappy to be on this side. I mean, what do you think? Trump at that UFC event told Khabib was like, you're going to stop this bullshit that's going on. And he was like, we're going to stop it. I felt like
That's marketing, though.
that's marketing, but are we seeing that on the other side? No. You see the video of Joe Biden walking and he smiled and then turned? I'm like, why do we have this old ass motherfucker? That's it. Who else is in there? Where's the Remy Dent? Y'all watch House of Cards? Where's that guy that we can say, you know what? He's a bright motherfucker and young. Him. Who's the house with?
You know what's crazy, T?
That we can Francis Underwood this whole thing.
No,
You know?
What's fucked up about this whole shit is that we feel like that across everything. Politics, entertainment. We always feel like, even with this rap shit, we watching the same niggas rap that rapped 10 years ago.
That's a fact.
You just said, we were listening to, I randomly was listening to some random Wayne verse where he said, I keep a bad bitch like Brad Pitt.
Oh yeah, keep a bad.
Joe Budden, She Don't Put It Down Like You remix featuring Tank, Lil Wayne, and Fab. Random as fuck track.
Yeah.
But Wayne was like, I keep a bad bitch like Brad Pitt. Terrance was saying, what's crazy is you don't see that no more from the hip hop artists. I'll let you expound on what you were saying.
All I was saying is that we used to see hip hop artists want to be I Am Legend and I Will Smith. First off, that was a fire line. Yeah. But like, we used to see rappers want to be the actors. The rappers wanted to be the actors.
Or the characters from the movie right now.
Or the character from the movie right now. Like like you would see people say certain actors' name. Like I keep a bad bitch like Brad Pitt. Okay, bet 2024 that line, somebody. I keep a bad bitch like insert actor. Who? It's gonna be hard. You know what I'm saying? And it just goes to show the way that the pieces are starting to move. Like what do we find inspirational and what don't we anymore? I feel like we moved from stars to brands. I think now it's not about who you're like. It's about you being the only one with or the only one doing this. Like they was talking about when Wayne was like that video of Andre 3000 playing the flute at the jazz festival. I know some of y'all said that there was parts of it that sounded good. I'm sorry, the clip that I saw, I was not there. So the clip that I saw, it just didn't sound that good, especially when you a nigga that has classics. Y'all want me to give an honest ear to a nigga trying some shit when we know he's good as fuck somewhere else? It just is tough. But I was telling people, somebody commented the truest thing. That was like, this is like when Wayne started doing the skateboard shit. It's like, I think nowadays everybody wants to be different so bad. They don't want to inspire you to do what they doing anymore. Look, Gunna just came out with a clothing line, P by Boohoo Man. I'm definitely about to fuck with it. But I'm like, nigga, just
hold on, T, because are you being Charlemagne on the interview with Kanye West saying, just make music. We like you for the music, and the nigga sitting on $1 billion idea with Yeezus?
You see, but the bad thing is we got too many people that's trying to now be Kanye West, and there's no more music industry. Do y'all get that? Everybody's trying to be Beyonce, Jay-Z, Kanye West, where you're this big star because you make dope music, so you got deals. But now, with the ad world we live in or whatever, everybody is just trying to get fame so that they can just run with what comes with being famous. It ain't about you being a passionate musician. Not saying this about Gunna. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying that's why I think more and more we don't see, I keep a bad bitch like this person, because we don't find inspiration in other people anymore. Now it's almost like, and I ain't gonna say that it never happened, y'all.
This is a very unique it's a very unique perspective, because that is true. People aren't necessarily inspired by people like that. Yeah, they are. You still hear it. You might hear it somewhere, but it's nowhere near the level that it used to be.
Yeah, we used to be proud to say we was like, we say something, but like I think there was also more to pick from.
Even from the women. You know what I'm saying? Not like the women artists, but like the way men would talk about actresses. Megan Good was always in music. Who else?
Megan Good.
I've heard Vivica Fox in music. Back in the day,
you heard a lot
they
of actresses.
talked about a bunch of different actresses. Christina Milian. It was a bunch of women that people referred to. Angelina Jolie, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But
nowadays, what actress or what actor are they referring to? They're not.
It's not the same. Yeah, the game ain't the same. And you're right about the fact that people don't necessarily. And I would also argue that people that are getting into music may not be getting into music because they love music.
Not at all.
They just like the fame of the shit and want to use that because you saw, this person was on, look at Cardi B, was on Love and Hip Hop. Mm-hmm. Look at this motherfucker was just on TikTok. Look at Lil Nas X made a song.
We never talked about that. Cardi B beefing with Bia. Y'all tried so hard to say that Bia this was whack, but that shit was pressure. That was you need to respond, Cardi. You ain't hear it?
I heard a little bit of it. What did she say? Like the who? What's it called? Who? I ain't hear it.
All the Cardi fans, they ain't hear it. I ain't get to it. I'm telling you, your girl Cardi need to get in the booth. You know, she said she was getting in the booth.
She was on Instagram Live. They was talking. I seen her on there talking about I guess what happened, but I ain't put too much stock in it. But I heard Bia took a good shot. I heard she was inspired by the Drake and Kendrick.
It was definitely a like that.
Very
type
like that type of joint.
I thought it was fire. I'm a Bia fan. Anyway.
I love it, man. I love the fact that people beefing and talking they shit. Cool. I'm not a big Bia fan, but I love it for her that she.
Only reason why we brought Cardi up is because Cardi opened that door. We said it on the podcast 2 episodes ago. Unfortunately, we didn't have a visual for that. So if you missed that, we were just talking about how Cardi opened the door for you to have a personality and get paid and rap sometimes.
Yeah.
Versus you happen to have this talent. Cardi did open the door for, you know what? Everybody loves her on IG. They love the person. Let's let her hop on a track and everybody's going to eat it up because they love who that person is. Y'all remember we were just talking about your aura off the court? Mm-hmm. It's the same thing in hip hop. If they love you on social media, you can say anything.
It'll work.
Jocelyn Hernandez, it was just a girl birthday and she had to do it like it's my B-day.
I remember that.
Yo,
I remember that, baby.
Anything. You can make anything. If you got a personality, niggas will fuck with it.
The difference
before your talent.
And the difference between Cardi is Cardi had music before she was on Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah.
But said music didn't really pop. Her music didn't really pop until after, but it's because she was such a smash on there. She was only on there for 1 season. That's what's crazy.
Nah, yeah.
Did
and she probably had mad writers for the new music.
Oh, yeah.
Once you get the personality.
Once you get there and now once you sign and now the resources go up.
Hell yeah.
So, I mean.
I don't know how we got there from Donald Trump.
We were talking about how people don't have the will to, people don't necessarily want to be, they don't have the same passion for music. They just want the fame. They just want to get successful so I can do this.
Yeah, I feel the same way about actors and actresses in the industry now. We don't have a lot of people that want to do a 25 film discography first.
Filmography.
I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. Filmography first before I go and direct a film. You got Zendaya, everybody from Euphoria damn near it feels like. But you got a lot of the young crop of good actors and actresses. They want to immediately direct. Like Michael B. Jordan is directing now. And you can see when he was talking, I watched his podcast. I watched his episode of Gillian Wallow. He full director mind. Like you sound like it. But it to me, that's another one gone. That's another one. We don't have
He gonna still act though.
Yeah, but now you're low-key mentally gone. Because you're not gonna be able to sit in front of a film anymore and say, you know what? I'm gonna just let him do his shit. Now that you've been in the director's driver's seat, it's hard, bro. You know how hard it is for you to have success acting. Yeah. You go direct and go back. That's why most of the shit Denzel does now, he's involved with the creative process. That's why Samuel L. Jackson is like, oh, new directors, they always give me direction, but I just do what I want. It's like, well, at least you're not trying to direct and you're an actor, but
nah, yeah, that's true.
If I got 75 titles to my name, I could speak on how you direct. Because I've acted in 75 movies with over 45 different directors. I've seen your job done in 50 different colors.
By the best.
By the best. You have been in a TV show and 3 movies, and now you want to direct your own thing. It's okay. It's not that it's going to be bad, but me looking at the industry, I always look at it like, damn, there goes another one gone with the
Because
I feel like
you know exactly what's going to end up happening with their career.
Yeah, you want to be in front of everything now, and you don't want to be a part of anything anymore. It has to be your thing. Michael B. Jordan's next project, if it ain't with Ryan Coogler, I guarantee he's directing.
Well, he's acting again in the Ryan Coogler vampire joint.
That's because that's the nigga who showed you the way.
He showed you how to direct.
Yeah.
So this is another learning opportunity.
Look, Denzel is going under Spike for this new joint. Okay, bet. We done did this shit
told
before.
you how. Yeah, exactly.
And I can tell Spike, I don't think we need to do that scene. And Spike's my guy. But is Denzel going to go and be under another young black director? And
He did it with Fuqua.
Fuqua is a what you mean? The
For
same
Training
Fuqua did Training Day with? That was that the nigga that got me arguably one of my, not my first Oscar, but
Well, I guess you
my
right.
one.
When you get older, when they do, because once you start doing that, you do start looking at things a little bit different. You're
And
right.
he should, because he's Denzel. You've done 75 titles. Bet. If
I'll say this.
Regina King, who was directing the show on Netflix, I'm excited to see what Regina King do, because Regina King been acting since Friday.
Yeah.
But you are Michael B. Jordan. You did a couple Marvel joints,
I was going to say this.
couple Creed.
I think Michael B. Jordan is due for like a good performance, not a
Yeah.
good movie. You due for a good performance. We need to see you take your performance to another level. If you want to be taken serious on an Oscar stage or at a Cannes film at a Cannes Film Festival, Sundance level, you know what I'm saying, where we talking about your performance that will lead to an Oscar nomination. Jonathan Majors was close. A lot of people don't realize that Jonathan Majors did a movie that has never come out. It was the wrestling joint he did. The reason the nigga got super swole.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was wrestling or if it was boxing or what, but he got super shredded for the movie. They said it was going to be his first movie that was going to have Oscar implication. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Then whole shit comes out. Movie doesn't come out. Movie gets shelved, which sucks.
Definitely sucks.
Can you imagine pouring millions of dollars, and that Marvel went through this too because the nigga was fucking what was his name? Kang. He was Kang. So you pour millions into this dynasty, and then this person has these crazy allegations that immediately make everybody that's aligned with him either complicit or you gotta try and we can't go forward.
We can't. Think about the characters that get cast, and this was gonna be their first break because they on with a Michael B. Jordan. I just played the janitor, but I'm telling you, I killed the role. That had a big wave. You're right.
Damn, you don't think about those people
don't think
that
about
lost
those
that
people.
opportunity.
Even all the way down to the grip, like the key grip or the dolly grip. These people who work on the film, this was their big ticket. The first big movie I ever worked on, Michael B. Jordan was in it, and look,
Didn't come out.
Whatever it did. I do think, just to round off what you're saying, I do think not to get respect. I'm not even gonna say get respect on the Oscar stage. Just get respect in the acting world. Idris Elba didn't get his respect from The Wire. This is a fact right here. Terrell, you tell me I'm lying.
Okay, go ahead.
Idris Elba didn't get his acting respect from The Wire. He got his acting respect from Daddy's Little Girls, Tyler Perry. That put him on the map. That is a fact. That is a fact, Terrell. He became, every woman loved him because of the role he played in Daddy's Little Girls.
Terrance, no, Aunt Wendy will tell you. The stringer was the one that won her over.
But look, we talking about what thrusted you into
No, you're right.
leading man.
You're right.
It didn't have to be an Oscar stage. It was Tyler Perry.
You're right in the sense that we knew when you did Stringer, it was dope, right?
Yeah.
But Daddy's Little Girls was a moment for us to see you do something very different from what you just did. Now you're not a man of power. Now you opposite the drug dealer. Now you the stay at home trying to make it work, ends meet, but I got a bad bitch, Gabby.
Still trying to do my thing. And he was a perfect leading man.
He was perfect. And that did have people look at Idris a little bit different. And that was in Tyler Perry. Hey, let me tell you something.
That was
a lot of
in his
people
heyday.
that came out in the Tyler Perry, that window where he was on fire from Die of a Mad Black Woman to Medea's family reunion, Family That Prays.
Family That Prays.
You good.
Yeah.
Because that was a great time for everybody were going to see those films.
Yeah.
He was tearing it up.
But also, that was a time also, I mean, we can keep it 100. That was a sweet spot where we were going towards the end of the leading man. I need y'all to know this. We are in the era of the leading lady. That's the era of film we are in now. The leading lady.
Yep.
It is that time. It's nothing wrong with it. It just is that time. I don't know if we're moving the pendulum forward with this.
We can.
But kinda. Furiosa, a Mad Max saga. I believe it's currently sitting, as of yesterday, it's sitting at about $112 million at the box office. Its original film budget was $168 million. And believe it or not, people are looking at this as a flop because when you compare it to how explosive and how fucking successful the first Mad Max was with Tom Hardy, I mean, that Terrell, let's keep it 100. That was in the peak of 4K. You know what I'm saying?
And it is, Terrance, for it to do 46, it did 49 million domestic and 66 million international for 114 worldwide with a $160 million budget. That is a flop. In order for you to recoup your loss, in order for you to recoup the entire budget, you got to go over that budget a lot of times by about 20, 30, 40 million.
Yeah.
Because with all of the splits of people that's taking a cut from ticket sales, because think about it, your budget to make the movie is one thing. Just because you grossed 114 million from tickets worldwide, AMC's getting some of them tickets, some of them sales, Regal's getting some. It's so much distribution that's getting paid before you get in your budget back. So that's actually a big fail.
And the reason why I bring it up is not to say that because it is a movie led by a woman that it's a fail. I'm saying that we're starting to see the industry is not so geared with going towards the leading man. The leading man is looked at in the industry as done before, old, an older idea. It's almost like you saying, I think I got an idea for.
I think,
You know, it gets looked at not in a bad way, but I think it's a lot more progressive to have a leading woman with a strong ass supporting cast of men that she could either beat or be with.
I agree to a certain extent because I think there are some women that would argue against it just because the lead is so heavily driven by male-led films.
And I get that. I will definitely admit that in history, it's always been the leading man.
Even now, it's still leading man.
Even now, I'll give you leading man. But I think
it is more progressive. You're right about it is more progressive.
Terrance,
to
I don't
have
know.
a leading woman. Terrance, you got not gonna tell me that there's more leading woman films coming out now than leading man. It's just not happening. It is not the truth.
I'm not saying there's more than I'm saying it's the year of leading woman. Like, look at Killers of the Flower Moon. That's leading woman, believe it or not. They're not calling Leo the leading man of that movie. That movie was marketed, led by a woman. Greta Gerwig's one with Barbie. That's leading woman. Poor Things, Emma Stone, leading woman. You know what I'm saying? Oppenheimer was
Terrance, no. Cillian Murphy.
No. I'm saying Oppenheimer was the great white hope of white lead man role. Oscar it. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah.
you got the big guy Nolan, white lead role. I'm not sitting here saying that was a racial pick, y'all, for whatever. I'm just more so speaking to our time these days. In my opinion, I think the industry is looking more forward towards a different thing leading besides a man. It could be a gay man lead. It could be a woman, gay woman. It could be, but I think the days of leading man aren't over, but they're not looked at with the same eye that they're looked at as a leading woman. My only question is, we're starting to see it tested out now and not do the best with things like Furiosa. Because I do think if it's a Mad Max movie and we all love Mad Max, it is rare that we want to go see the little sister. I mean, look, not too long ago, we saw Black Panther. Instead of going for another Black Panther with all of the content that they could have done with Black Panther, because you cannot tell me the choice to go with his little sister, even though it's in the comics, You cannot tell me that choice was not a political choice to go from Chadwick to
It was, because you seen what happened with
woman?
T'Challa, and you seen what happened with T'Challa recently, where it was like that whole, I didn't really look into it, but niggas will know. They didn't put T'Challa in something. I don't know if it was one of the new comments. And people was like, you see, and you know what they said? They said, we're not going to do it out of respect for Chadwick. And they were like, all right, that doesn't work no more.
Yeah, at a certain
Chadwick
point.
been gone. People want the character T'Challa. And that's what we have been saying for years. Mm-hmm. We have been saying, well, no, I'm sorry. We had said that after we lost T'Challa. Because if you understand how people receive characters, which they do know, because the motherfucker that was, I forget his name, one of the agent, I forget the guy that played the agent in Marvel, he died. They recast.
They recasting him.
They recast fucking Iron Patriot hella times.
Recasted Joker.
We went from Terrance Howard to Don Cheadle. Recast the Joker a million times. Hella different Batmans. Like, dog.
Recast Spider-Man.
Acting like T'Challa, the character, died with Chadwick was the issue. And then when you go see the movie, so bringing it back to Furiosa, a lot of people in the comments were saying stuff like, you took what we loved about Mad Max and you made it a woman, or you took this and you made it a woman. I'm not going to all the way go there, but I will say, looking back, I think hindsight is 2020 for him. I don't think it was the best decision to not just do a Mad Max Fury Road 2 or Mad Max 2, such and such, Furiosas, whatever.
Yeah, or why not?
Where
you could implement. Yeah,
and apparently though, and this is the thing, apparently the film is still really good.
Yeah,
that's the part. It's just not translating well to getting asses in seats.
Yeah,
and it's not pre-COVID days where motherfuckers is waking up on Sunday and saying, hey, let's go to the movies. You say it takes 17 days to break a habit. We was on lockdown for what? Years.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers didn't go to the movies for years. So guess what? They're not thinking about going to the movies. They got to be something that really make me want to go.
There were a lot of people saying, I hate y'all for this. I hate that y'all let it come to this.
That's true.
But to me, I don't think that this is people not wanting to see the movie. I think that, like you said, I think the interest in the subject matter ain't there. Y'all, I want y'all to think if they came out, ladies, for some of y'all who have a hard time hearing this, I want you to imagine they come out with Bring It On, men.
No. Hold on, wait.
They
Barbie.
come out with...
Greta Gerwig does Barbie 2, but it's Barbie 2, Ken's Revenge or whatever. Ken's whatever.
And the whole movie is Ryan Gosling.
Yes.
No Margot Robbie.
They do 200 million, right? Oh, they do... Look, the budget is 160 million. They do 111 million. And people are saying, well, you should have made it Barbie. And then you got people... Look, and the men say... That's sexist.
That's sexist. Wow.
It's like,
you
nah.
Go and see the
Barbie,
movie with Ken.
Yeah, it's like, nah, Barbie was the ticket.
Barbie was the ticket.
So it just didn't really make sense. I guess, you know, people... And that's why people make it like they trying to be progressive, or, they trying to, you know, go with the times, the whole situation, because y'all can't explain why y'all even making this decision. It's just like, okay, I guess we will go with this. It will be just like that. It will, if Greta Gerwig was to do that, you don't have a good explanation to why you're not doing Barbie. But since I don't like it, I'm the one that has the issue.
Yeah.
Or
because
now
you
it's going to be your problem at the box office.
It's the same thing with the WNBA. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's support and then there's interest. And those are two different things. But both of them will say the same shit. You got interest, this person really supports, but you're both saying the same thing. And it all comes down to, like you said, who's going and putting their butt in that seat and watching Furiosa? That's what matters more than the person who's has an interest.
Yeah.
And I think it works both ways. I think if y'all are interested in making a woman Mad Max or a woman-led Mad Max, or we're going to do Superman, but it's going to be led by a woman, you got to think about that aspect. Okay, bet. You're expecting the Superman fans to support something without Superman.
Yeah.
You know, we're expecting the Mad Max folks to come out and watch again, but this time no Mad Max.
But then again, how do you feel about the fact that these movies aren't doing good? Think about Captain Marvel didn't do the best.
Yeah.
The Marvels didn't do the best. Like,
I think the bad thing about...
I think we are seeing the downside of the decision making, though.
100%.
And it's just a hard truth. It's a very hard truth.
They're being made on the backs of other movies, and that's why. Look, brand new 007, they're going to make it a woman. Okay, well, we have 30 years of 007, though. 30 years of men. And the people who like 007, we don't like him because he's a man. We're used to him being a man.
Right.
To switch the whole character to a woman makes you feel like, okay, I got to get used to him being a woman. And then some people feel like it ain't worth it.
And that's the thing. It's nothing wrong with it being a woman. But you got to think about that at the box office when you're making a $150 million film where you change the complete character that nostalgia will drive them to the theater. It don't matter what white man you put in a suit and say he's James Bond. Niggas are going to go see it.
People are going to go see it because that's what James Bond
has been.
Yeah.
Even if you would have made it an Arab guy, Asian guy, black guy, James Bond sells tickets.
Yeah. You can
new character in the James Bond world, it just will not translate the same.
Or my thing is this. This is the way that I feel like they could do it. Okay, Furiosa, Mad Max, you gotta have Mad Max in there to support this woman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
007, right? Call it 007 Modesty Blaze, right? Modesty Blaze is an old school book about a woman in espionage. Basically James Bond, right? Imagine watching a movie called Modesty Blaze, and then in a final scene, she gets saved, and it's Bond. And we have the on-screen support. That's going to say, hey,
Daniel Craig is in the movie. Yeah.
Think about how you feel about going and seeing a Spider-Man Far From Home, but you know Tony about to show up. That's getting our asses in the seats.
Yeah. Tony
Stark.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Iron Man.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You going and seeing that Spider-Man movie more because you know, okay, Spider-Man in it, but also
and that's
my guy is in it.
That's the beauty of Marvel films. What it was for a decade.
I don't see why they can't do that with a James Bond movie. Now, I get Daniel Craig might not want to do that. They might not want to pay him to support. But my thing is that would help the ticket sale. That would help the movie more. I mean, we grew up on 2s. Big Mama's House 2. Dr. Dolittle 2. You have to bring back the OG before you go a different motherfucker.
Right.
Think about Like Mike 2. We ain't want to see that motherfucker play. We want to see Bow. Like Mike 2 with Trent on the
Trent from Big Mama's house.
We don't want to see this shit if it ain't Bow.
That is so black people kill me because why are you calling him Trent? He has a name. His name was Trent in Big Mama's house, and y'all have stuck that with that man for years. If you saw him, you would say, "Guess who I just saw?" Remember Trent
from Big Mama's house?
This is why, and that's another thing.
That is another bad
We
thing.
calling the nigga Mike from the Wood. He in Power talking to Monet. We like, yeah, you know, because remember Monet went and sat down with Mike from the Wood, and they tried to play her, and she had him killed. This nigga has a name, but that's what we do.
Yeah.
Before we get away from film and TV, I did want to say this is probably the biggest month of the year in television, especially if you watch dramas. June 2nd, yesterday, we got Mayor of Kingstown back, Paramount Plus. I don't know if you watch. It's a great show. You should start watching it. One of my favorite shows right now, Mayor of Kingstown. June 2nd. First episode came out yesterday. I haven't watched it yet. I need to go home and watch that. We also, on June 12th, we get Presumed Innocent, which is a brand new show coming to Apple TV. You heard it here first. It's going to be fire. Jake Gyllenhaal plays a guy who everybody think is guilty, but it's like a thriller type joint.
I saw that. I was like, he probably just going to be really guilty, but we all going to say, oh.
That joint is going to be good. It's coming out on Apple TV June 12th. Next week Wednesday or some shit. June 13th, we get The Boys back on Amazon. If you don't watch The Boys, you have to watch The Boys.
I'm still trying to hit that.
I ain't gotta take one too. Hey, don't say that because you ain't fucking. You wasn't trying to fuck with my man.
Nah, go ahead.
House of Dragon is back June 16th. The Bear is back June 27th. I don't have to say anything about those two shows. I shouldn't have to because they're great shows. But we got a jam-packed June in TV if you watch.
Yes,
Guess
we do.
who's only seen one of these shows? This motherfucker right here.
I felt like I seen a couple of them.
Terrance, no. House of Dragon is the show you've seen. And there's only one season of that. The Boys you haven't seen because you haven't finished. Can't watch. Presumed Innocent, don't count. The Bear you didn't finish.
I'm almost finished.
Never watched Mayor's Kingstown.
Mayor of Kingstown.
And if you finish The Boys, you can't watch The New Boys until you watch Gen V.
For real?
Yes. Yes. Because things happen in that.
I mean, the shit is fucking ridiculous.
Hey, look, I did want to say this. News came out that houses have reached their highest median price in the U.S. in history of $415,000. And this dude on TikTok did the math. And I was like, damn, that's crazy. Because what a lot of boomers say is, hey, our interest rate was 14%. So y'all need to be grateful for y'all 7% that y'all have. But the dude was like, back in the day, the median income for a household, meaning two motherfuckers in 1980, the median income was $22,000. That's two motherfuckers together. Both our income, we both got $22K. That median price for a house was $47,000. So it's just over double what both y'all make. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that 14% was a little bit different than now, because now what you have is a median income in the United States of $85,000. What that sound like, everybody that want to talk about 50-50, it sound like the average for men and women, right, especially in the black community for us, is about 40 extra and change that we make a piece. But the median household price is $415,000, aka 5 times what we actually bring in as a unit. So if you wanted to put 20% down on that $47,000 house, you only got to put 11 grand down. That $47,000 house, put 20% down. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's $11,000 you got to put down. You make $22,000 a year, right?
Yeah.
Both of y'all got to take, both of y'all making 11 to get to 22. Y'all both got to take basically half a year's worth of work and put it away. For a $415,000 house, y'all got to put down $85,000 as the 20%. The 3% down is 12. So the only reason why I bring all of this up is because it really seemed like, right? You'll notice like a lot of our generation is in apartments and stuff like that. And it's because, damn, nobody can afford to do that. Like, I honestly right now feel like I could buy a house. It just don't feel right to do it. Because when you know your mortgage about to be what it is, you just kind of hope that the fucking interest rates will go down, but I don't think they will.
Nah, that's a fact.
Old dude, you know that dude Dave Ramsey on Instagram, older guy, always giving people advice about money and shit.
Yeah.
He was like, why are people waiting? He said, if you're out there waiting for the interest rates to go down, you're stupid, because it's not going to happen. And I'm like, damn, maybe this motherfucker right. Maybe. But what does that mean? Does that mean we just say fuck it and just buy a house, high interest rate, try to afford it? Or
I'm
do
about
you
to say,
wait?
we seen a lot of people that came out and said, you know, I said fuck it. Everybody that's buying a house now, when you ask them about that interest rate, they'll say, oh, well, yeah, but I said fuck it, I wanted a house. Yep. So it does seem like that's just like the wave or the way to, I don't know.
I was going to read this long list of all of the things that got more expensive, but I won't.
Why not?
The one thing that I will say is I watched a TikTok where bro was talking about how the $5 footlong is not $5 no more. He was really on some funny shit. Shout out to that guy, Hispanic dude. But when you think about it, how much do you think a 12-inch sub from Subway costs right now?
$7.99.
$10.79.
$10.79. And still advertise a $5 footlong?
No. But you see, me and G was talking about this. Y'all were so effective in the marketing for $5 footlong that it low-key fucks you in the long run. Because when we think Subway, we think $5 footlong. That's what we think.
Yeah.
You think bad. You think a $5 footlong sub. A 6-inch sub costs $6.79 now. Half a sub. And don't let you want banana pepper or something that ain't one of the regular toppings. Like if you want to add bacon to your rotisserie, whatever, you're getting charged 40 cents for that.
You're getting charged for the bacon.
So it's like, damn, even just that alone, it's like, damn, everything has gone up.
Why they only got extra large plastic gloves at Subway?
I have no idea.
The motherfucker that make your sandwich always got on these big oven mitt plastics.
Them big ass gloves. Damn, my phone is so fucked, y'all.
And the way they make it.
The way
How
they
the
put your
fuck you
cheese
even
there?
peeling the lunch meat half off this shit with this plastic? Prices of everything's going up. I saw something that said inflation is... Damn, what did the nigga say? He said something like inflation is taxes that you don't see. Or something like that, which...
Sounds like...
It made sense to me because it's like, yeah. It's I'm about to tell you right now because it's right here. Inflation is a hidden tax. And I'm not going to get into that, but I was recently on Twitter and I saw somebody say that, and he was basically talking about how, like, they're, like you just said, you're the $5 foot long, it still costs $5 to make. It still should be $5 foot long. It's just now, you look at it like inflation. We look at milk going from $3 to $4 like inflation, when really it's just hidden tax.
And businesses have to pay that.
Yeah. We used to be able to charge y'all for $3, but now that it costs this much to keep the building open, now we got to charge y'all $4 for the milk.
Yeah.
Is that because milk is more expensive? No.
If milk is more expensive, then that means cheese is more expensive. So you want provolone, or we can't afford to make $5 sandwiches no more.
If we
the
want
ingredients are more expensive.
I'm saying, if we want to be able to sell certain products here, why y'all think the Audi bread is cheaper than this other bread? It's all the same bullshit. Ridiculous. It's just, like you said, the inflation is really the hidden tax.
Yeah. And they could be draining. It could be draining. I wasn't trying to,
y'all should be picking up some,
sour the shit out. But yeah. On to some more interesting news. Twitter is now officially allowing porn on the app. I'm going to read the statement that came out from Culture Crave. And Tia, you didn't see this, right?
I don't think so.
Well, they say, here is the official statement. It says, we believe that users should be able... No, look, you may share consensually produced and distributed adult nudity or sexual behavior provided it's properly labeled and not prominently displayed. We believe that users should be able to create, distribute, and consume material related to sexual themes as long as it's consensually produced and distributed. Sexual expression, whether visual or written, can be a legitimate form of artistic expression. We believe that in the autonomy of adults to engage with and create content that reflects their own beliefs, desires, and experiences.
Yeah.
Including those related to sexuality. So people are like, oh, so look, we also prohibit content promoting exploitation, non-consent, objectification, sexualization, or harm to minors and obscene behaviors. But, I mean, okay, yeah. But they just basically letting y'all know that the floodgates are open.
Yeah.
I think with full or partial nudity, including close-ups of genitals or buttocks or breasts, is fine. So is an explicit or implied sexual behavior or simulated acts. The fact that they even putting this out, y'all, and the fact that I'm even reading this has nothing to do with this. Who gives a fuck? I'm just telling you, the person that's going to be on Twitter who will see this shit is like poison. If you see too much of it, it really will legit fuck with you. To really look up some of the effects of this shit. It can fuck with you in real life.
What you talking about?
Porn? Too much porn consumption, bro. And the fact that it's already like, I literally, bro, trying to find the article, number one, was crazy because I had to search Twitter porn.
Oh, okay,
to find the article. But
he could have searched
you
Culture
can't even
Crave.
search.
He knew what he was doing.
We were talking about it last week. I was trying to search some Anthony Edwards. I just searched Ant after the game. Bunch of just motherfuckers fucking. Why? It's everywhere, bro. Don't have a hit tweet or shorty gonna be under there with the titties out saying,
ass in bio. Hey, look, I will say, because of what Elon Musk has came out and said about Twitter and how Twitter is for freedom of speech, I'm not gonna say I didn't see this coming. You know?
Yeah.
Dog, you go out and you say, hey, y'all, anybody in the world should be able to express themselves in paint on this wall. Everyone can come and paint. We're not pushing anyone out. Donald Trump, he wants to come back, bring him. Bet. Well, somebody's going to say, okay, bet. So I want to draw a man fucking another man. Hold up. You can't draw that. Why not? Now you have to go against what you said. You said we can do free speech, right? So I wanted to show my ass. And it's a form of free speech. If you can't go outside of that, the lawsuit is bigger on that end. You might as well just let these motherfuckers do it. And I'll say this. I never see porn like that on my feed. Unless I follow a freak-ass nigga who gets unfollowed after he retweets or favorites
he start
that
retweeting
bullshit.
some shit that's like, all right.
And it ain't because I'm too old to see. I'm not thinking like that, y'all. I'm thinking more, I just don't want to muddy up my TL like you said, because it can get very...
It will.
And I mean, it could be bad to the point where I want to be able to be on Twitter
you don't
in
even
public,
have to search.
you know?
Because I'm not searching for shit and it's on my TL. It will legit just manifest itself in a thread.
Nah, yeah.
Or... I never scroll and see porn.
Yeah.
I always see porn baked into shit. Or if I'm actually searching for some shit, it's like, damn. Or just titties. And if you know you got to hit tweet when you just get a bunch of fucking, I'm better.
Now, like, Twitter is now we know it's not for work. It is not suitable for work.
It is not.
It's not even suitable for you to just be on a train. If you're on a crowded train and you got 3 people behind you and you on your phone, you know you got to be careful scrolling up that TL. You know what you're going to see.
That's a fact.
You know what you want to know what I want them to come out and say something, Twitter? I want y'all to come out and talk about how we always see a bunch of murder and a whole bunch of death on our TL. Like, that should be something you could say shouldn't be posted, right? Dog, you can get on Twitter and see mad people die. It's just like...
Any type of way.
In any type of way. It's nothing too gruesome. I don't even get the warning joint that you got to click through. Remember
the explicit?
Y'all remember World Star? Explicit, you click and then you make the choice to click yes.
Yep.
At least you know, well, I signed up for that. But now you could just scroll up and see, oh, hold on, wait, is this like a convenience store? Oh, this niggas robbing or niggas getting killed or something. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'd like to see them do away with that because that doesn't seem like a form of expression. I can get how the sexual person says that they're expressing themselves. Unfortunately, in the most wickedest way, yeah. But somebody posting another motherfucker dying, how is that expression?
I don't get how they saying that the sexual act can be seen as art, intimate art.
It's just one of those things where you can't
Porn
fight
is
it.
intimate art. Okay, bet. So the Brazzers motherfuckers, cool. These motherfuckers that's just uploading their own.
It's
from
really
their
just
phone?
promo for the OnlyFans. Most of it, yeah. Most of it is promotion to a site that's not Twitter.
But Twitter has an agreement with OnlyFans because you can.
Yeah. So of course then.
Yeah.
This not a surprise at all.
It's a money move.
It's a money move. Hey y'all, we're allowing what's been happening to keep happening. Just put it on wax.
Yeah, we just gonna let y'all know so y'all can stop asking about that.
Yeah.
I got a new thing that I want to do. It's called Agree to Disagree. I'm gonna ask you a series of I'm not gonna ask you a series of questions. I'm gonna read you a series of statements. And you just say whether you agree or not. They are not tailored to anything specific, and we can't go long until I gotta go pick up crew. The statement says, Frosted Flakes have always been better than Fruit Loops.
False. Oh, I'm supposed to say disagree, right?
Agree or disagree?
Agree.
All right. He had to think about that motherfucker. Because they have.
They have. Frosted Flakes is better than Fruit Loops. Fruit Loops was a hit. I mean, but Fruit Loops I could take on the school bus and smack. But also, Frosted Flakes is like a good sandwich. You could eat a whole meal of Frosted Flakes. I eat 4 bowls of Frosted Flakes.
You eat Frosted Flakes in the morning, you good till lunch. You know how you eat a bowl of cereal and you leave out, you like, all I had was some cereal. Not with Frosted Flakes.
Not with Frosted Flakes. I'm still full from breakfast.
Yeah, I'm still good. You want a hash brown? Nah.
Anybody that eats cereal, just a pro tip, put a 1 ice cube in it. Get the milk cold. If the drink melt, it's gonna turn into whatever the milk you got in there. You're not even really tasting the milk. You tasting the cereal, but you need that cold consistency. I had to put A-Train on.
The statement says, The Wood is the best black film of 1999. Not The Best Man and not Life. False. With Martin and Eddie Murphy.
That is 100% wrong. If you line up, I disagree. if you line up the best man, life, and the wood, guess where the wood falls? Number 3.
You're tripping.
The wood is not better than life. The wood is not better than the best man. And I'm sorry.
I don't know if I would put it over Best Man.
Or life. Life is the best movie there, low key.
Nah.
Low key, Life is the
too.
biggest
Wood,
movie right there.
But the wood,
Best Man is
the wood is better than the Best Man. Let's just put
Terrell.
that.
No, it's not Best Man.
I
Best
might
casted
go
film
Life
in
1
in the 90s.
The wood, Terrance. Look at all of the elements of the wood, Terrance. If you had to live without one goes away forever.
The
I'm
wood.
telling you right now, you're gonna get rid of Best Man.
It's the wood.
I can get. You're gonna get rid of the wood, so you're gonna get rid of Mike. This is how we do in North Carolina. Stacy, the convenience store, getting pulled over by the cops. We watched these motherfuckers grew. Terrance,
We watched them grew up. We watched them grew up.
We watched these motherfuckers legit grow up and get pussy, and then get married, and they juxtapose the timelines. So we literally whipped this nigga rolling on his wedding day, but we going back in time and rolling with another chick. He's at the prom with another chick. That's not what's her name? Lisa. It ain't. Well, that's not Lisa. Bro, that movie was so damn good, and it catapulted it put Sanaa Lathan and Omar Epps on the same set that they would eventually go from that set the next year to do Love and Basketball.
I thought they did Love and Basketball after.
They did Love and Basketball before.
So they did Love and Basketball after the wood.
They did not. 1999.
Because that was why they did. That's why they even casted the shit, because they wanted y'all to get in y'all feels. Oh, because
no.
Omar and
You are wrong.
Sanaa back. That's what I thought.
Love and Basketball came out in 2000, the year 2000. They started production in March.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
The Wood came out 1999. They finished production in June. These motherfuckers definitely said, hey, you know what? You two would be perfect for a movie. My name is Gina Prince. Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
That's why I can't get rid of the wood. The Best Man is amazing, though.
The Best Man, you have to get rid of the wood because there's elements of the wood in a lot of other movies that I could get that lesson from, but Best Man is the one and only. It's the one and only, oh shit, I wrote this fucked up book and now I gotta keep it from the groom before his wedding day. That story, come on. The story of I like a girl, but I'm too pussy to say something. She got a mean older brother. That story has been done before we could get that message elsewhere. I don't think you get Life or Best Man from...
I may go Life 1. Life 1.
Life might be 1. I think the casting of Life can compete with the casting of Best Man.
You did have an ensemble. You did.
You had a huge cast. Anthony fucking Anderson was in that joint when he was big. That's classic skin Anthony. You know how you can swipe through skins of a character?
Uh-huh.
Big Anthony Anderson.
Yeah.
That's when he was Pink Diamond. But I don't know. That's tough, but for me, you know how I go.
You're going Best
Life,
Man.
Best Man, and then the wood.
All right, let me read you this next one. Statement says, if you still wear graphic tees and dunks, you're out of touch with fashion.
I think you might be out of touch. I agree. We might be a little dated. I'm still gonna rock my shorts and dunks.
That's
and
what I'm
graphic
saying.
tees. I don't give a fuck.
And that's why I said, but you know what? I also agree. I'm not going to fight you, niggas.
I won't fight.
If that's what y'all think.
But because the crazy thing is what's in style now is the most wickedest shit ever. Like what's in style now, I can imagine not wanting to do that. My thing is this, y'all. The only thing that's in style is what, and this is going to sound corny, but the only thing that's really in style is what you wear, what you do. I've always aspired to be a Mr. Rogers type of nigga, but I've never been able to really be that, which means don't nobody give a fuck what brand Mr. Rogers sweater was going to be when he went and opened the cabinet. You just knew he was going to pick a color.
Uh-huh.
But he really going to have on the same thing. I would love to be that. Sometimes getting dressed is a fucking task. Mm-hmm. And I think it's because, look, you can't even wear a graphic tee anymore and dunks. And now, this nigga ain't got fashion. What am I supposed to wear? An outfit that I'm going to spend 3 weeks working for the day?
Yeah.
Some of you niggas take your whole check and then someone next week check for the shoes. Yep. Damn. Then the shoes get on and we say, the nigga wearing the shoes again.
So you can look like you got money. You're
trying to look like you make an amount that you don't.
Remember back in the day, people used to tell stories about how I went to Miami with $40 and I made that motherfucker work. I was with my man. They had money. I had 40. I made that motherfucker stretch over all them days. I was just eating like a fucking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't do that shit no more.
You gotta. What's gonna happen when you get there and they say, "Oh, you need
It ain't just inflation why the prices went up. Niggas went from wearing Jordans to getting Lanvins. Just walked to the Lanvin store, pair of shoes, $12.50. He wasn't lying.
Nah, he wasn't.
Them shits is expensive as fuck.
And them
On
shit's
y'all,
ugly as hell.
these niggas be on DH gate.
Hell yeah.
That what it is.
I'm getting everything from DHK. I'm
I'm about to go in there and get me a.
They
If
just-
y'all see me with a Canada Goose next winter, I ain't get it from Canada.
get it
Goose.
from Canada. I got it from DH. That's so funny because I
Y'all
know
ain't gonna know the
niggas try to keep that love.
And then if y'all say, "Oh, he got on a DH gate Canada Goose," I'm gonna say, "You motherfucker, you lying. This is a motherfucking authentic. Fuck out of here."
I'ma say
Just like everybody
it's
else
authentic
does.
pussy, and then I'm gonna drive off. I'm skirting off with my Flucy.
The girl had the the girl had the fake Chanel bag. They said she was like, "Fuck out of here, y'all can never play me. I would never wear something fake." Like, wow, like can't believe it just got me fucked up. Like,
The only
girl,
way
we can't verify.
We can't. The only way you're gonna be able to come out is if Chanel themselves community note my post, and that ain't happening.
Yeah.
And then by that time, I'm deleting the post.
Statement says, "Let's be honest," and I got this from a tweet. It says, "Let's be honest. ... Dunkin' Donuts is trash." I retweeted it. I favorited it because guess what? Dunkin' Donuts is low-key trash. I actually agree. Yeah, they have, hands down, worse donuts. How your name, you the worst at that?
Who has better donuts than us? Let's go down the list. Don't say Krispy Kreme. Them motherfuckers ain't them joints slaving.
Krispy Kreme, smoking y'all.
We
Sorry.
doing a whole lot more than
Hot and
donuts,
ready.
Krispy Kreme.
First of all, Krispy Kreme smoking y'all because of the hot and ready situation. That sign, y'all don't turn that motherfucker on ever. You go to Dunkin' Donuts at 11 a.m., the same donuts from 6 a.m. on the rack. You get a sprinkled donut, they give you a donut with 7 sprinkles on it.
Your donut got corners on it now. That motherfucker.
Why my donut look like it's aged, like it got older, like it done seen a few days?
Yes.
Why the fuck did it look like that?
You start eating that joint tastes like a Twizzler halfway through. You
Yes.
know, hold up. Motherfucker got
So
a texture.
that's why I agree. They got all right. Look, I like the black pepper croissant.
First off, Dunkin' Donuts got the fastest drive-through, one of the fastest. Hash browns are top 10 or top 3 breakfast hash browns. Yes, they are.
They are.
They're top 3.
They
you
are.
can't
You
name.
don't get but 6 of them motherfuckers.
I'm gonna give it a stack. Them joints better than the Chick-fil-A joints in my opinion. That little whatever season they put on.
Nah, yeah, it is. But you only get 6.
But you only get $1.99.
So I'm gonna pay $8 to get an adequate side. This is why y'all suck.
Them joints, they got the best breakfast sandwiches, Terrell. There's no other morning joint that got better breakfast sandwiches if they not an actual sandwich spot. We talking about Dunkin' Donuts, but they also sell this. We not talking about Dunkin' Donuts versus McDonald's. We talking about Dunkin' Donuts versus Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts versus
Don't forget about people like Shoppers,
Krispy
Giant.
Kreme.
Shoppers Giant.
The fuck we talking about Shoppers Giant? They
Safeway.
got a whole.
They got bakeries with better donuts.
Terrell, you not getting a better donut from Shoppers. That same donut been there since the morning shift.
Tell Terrance about them Giant donuts.
The lady that put the donuts out,
Tell
she
about them
ain't
Giant
even here
donuts.
no
Your
more.
aunt told me about them Giant donuts yesterday. And I went and looked at them because I had to run into Giant. And they look fire, like she said.
You know what's a sleeper? The 7-Eleven you walk in glass container joints. Or the Wawa walk in glass container joints.
Oh, okay, yeah. Wawa, yes. 7-Eleven, you on demon time.
7-Eleven you on demon time, yeah.
The statement says, male rappers are celebrated for the same cattiness that female rappers are killed for. She expounds. She says she watched Kendrick Lamar be celebrated and heralded for hating Drake. I hate the way you talk, the way you walk. I hate the way that you dress. Think about it. This whole beef was literally just based on the fact that Kendrick just don't like the nigga. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, oh, what this nigga say? Kendrick just came out of nowhere and said, I don't like these niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Started up the beef, cooked. Her point was, as a Nicki Minaj fan she is, shout out to the Barbs, she basically was saying Nicki got killed for years and told, oh, all you do is hate on the other girls. And she was like, when Nicki is competitive and says these bitches can't fuck with me, you bitches is my sons, it's received as, oh, this is why you're such a bitch and you can't, y'all will never get anywhere, and this is why it just seemed like y'all go crazy.
Yeah.
But we love when Kendrick said, fuck the big three, it's just big me. So what do you have to say to her? Because I honestly felt like, damn, you know what? Shorty actually made an odd point that I don't feel like whether you're a fan of Nicki or not, you can refute, because we love these niggas going back and forth. Yeah. But we do always, when the ladies go back and forth, say,
oh, this is all that women hip hop has come down to.
Yes.
All they rap about is this or that.
So do you agree or disagree?
I agree with what that girl said. I do think that the men do get the opportunity to be more catty and be more out front about some of their hip hop beef. And even just in hip hop period, I do think men are held to a different standard than women. That is something that I will admit. I think we definitely look at the content two different ways. I think a lot of it does go into the fact that, I don't think that Drake could have came out. I don't think Drake and Kendrick started out with this. I think we were able to see a beef brew. A lot of people were able to relate with Kendrick's dislike of Drake and vice versa because of the years of not having that. I do think with the Nicki Minaj situation, it seemed like the first sign of a threat or the first sign of, oh, she might be better than me was fuck that bitch. It seemed like. Remember, we already said that the beef between Cardi and Nicki was created by the media. So there is that. But also, you could say the beef between Kendrick Lamar and Drake was created by the media.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They didn't feed into it until 10 years later. So I will admit that I do think we look at women in both hip hop, sporting. I think a lot of it is looked at different. Like, I do think sometimes, bro, in situations, we look at women like we look at women when they want to be respected as an MC. Or just like the Caitlin Clark situation with the WNBA. All of these people saying, wow, are y'all going to continue to allow, is the WNBA going to continue to allow this to happen to Caitlin Clark? Are they going to continue to allow this to happen? And I think people are speaking as if they speaking up for a woman. People are speaking as if they're speaking up for women and not a ball player.
Yes.
And I think with men, we can speak on a man as an MC. We can speak on him as a chef, as a cook. But when you say this motherfucker ain't shit, they're this, they're that, and it's a woman, we say, whoa. We actually almost play the whoa, that's a woman part in defense. And we don't realize that we coming out in defense of them in a way that they don't want to be defended that way. I don't think the women in the W, it's like what they were saying about the WNBA needing an enforcer. Or we need somebody that's going to protect these girls. I want y'all to listen to people when they talk about the WNBA and just think about that. Think about, are they talking about these women as sports athletes? Or are we talking about these women as women?
Yeah.
And I think that changes the complexion of the whole way we look at the way that they play. It's the same thing with these women with these women artists. We like to judge them like women who are doing this instead of an MC. I love what Bia is doing with Cardi. I don't want to call it catty. I don't want to call it that because, let them rock. I say let them rock. I mean, Nicki was a little
keep our energy the same. And you can't say, look, Nicki was being disrespectful, because guess what? We love all of the disrespect we got.
Disrespect from Kendrick. We love he talk about his mother and Dennis. I hate you, Dennis, because you birthed the nigga.
That Drake said, oh, you beat your girl, your kid might be, Dave free.
Right.
We love all of the drama and the disrespect. All the way to the point where niggas are deciding the battle based on disrespect.
Yeah, who was more disrespectful?
Chris Brown was more disrespectful to Quavo, so Chris Brown won.
Yeah.
But when it comes to them, it is looked at a little bit different, but there are contingencies. I'm glad you said it, because it is not just black and white.
Yeah, glass fragment foot is not as bad as what we heard in them Kendrick tracks, in my opinion. But we acted like it was so crazy for Nicki to be as disrespectful as she was, because you see.
But this is my thing though, T.
Think about the act like a lady thing that we have amongst our women, When they go dirt like that, it's act like a lady, When a man goes that low, it's he's that type of guy.
Yeah, think like a man.
Yeah, that's why we don't like Sexy Red. Sexy Red's under fire for having that make sexy great again. Make America Sexy Again hat, but it looked like a big ass MAGA hat on stage.
Oh God,
that's not a good look. That's not a good look at all.
That just don't send the right message.
Nah,
it's still low key marketing.
You're a lame ass nigga. I'm sorry. I mean, this goes for anybody. If you wear a red hat and it says "Make America Fitness Again,"
nah,
you got a fitness brand. You're a lame nigga.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Even
What do you
just
think that we
buying
all
that
see?
is-
We're not about to buy that shit. Who's buying that besides the Trumpers?
Yeah.
But just to moving the needle forward. Hey, that was a good
Yeah. You
Good
fuck with
job.
it.
Yeah,
Put y'all
I'm
thoughts
fucking
in the
with it.
comments if y'all fuck with the agree to disagree. We'll keep doing it. Because it's really just allow us to give takes on certain statements. And look, you can make some of the statements yourself. You know, I've made a couple of them joints. But course of action?
Yeah.
I
got the one.
I got the one. Oh, we doing the only one, my one?
We'll just do your one.
All right, bet. Shout out to my favorite cousin George. Hit me up specifically for this course of action.
If you
said,
got a
look,
favorite cousin?
George, yeah.
That's crazy. I don't got a favorite
Love
cousin
George.
family. I love all of you equal.
I love my entire family. But I mean, hey, George is that's my guy, bro. We just got closer.
Then what if you got George and another cousin hanging off a ledge and they look and they say, "Oh, that's Terrell. He ain't gonna save me." I want the mystery to be until they
First of all,
fall.
that's a
And
nightmare.
oh shit, he must have liked
And then fellas, don't let your girl bait you into them questions about like, what if it was me hanging off a cliff and it's a trap. It will never happen. And if it does happen, just run, grab them both, and all three of y'all.
I'm about to say, I'm gonna be falling right with
Hey,
you.
right,
I couldn't pick.
It's like, what if I'm hanging off a cliff and you have to save me? When the hell you gonna be hanging off a cliff that I'm not gonna be right next to you like, oh shit, we both falling. Fuck out of here. All right, bet. Course of action. It says you just finished your shift at work or a good gym session. Walking back to your car, you notice what looks like a ticket waiting for you on your windshield. So you get to your car and to your surprise, it's not a ticket, but a note. The note's written in a totally unfamiliar handwriting, so you absolutely don't know this person.
Yeah.
You can't say, oh, that's my mother writing, or oh, that's... And the note reads,
You fly as
See
hell,
you-
swagger ride.
see you at home, Terrance.
See you at home, Terrance.
You don't even know who writing this is. You don't think it's Nays. It ain't. On. What the next thing you do? And this is a real story. He got it off the news.
I'm going home with the mystery look. But you can't do shit but go home. Low key, y'all, I'm gonna keep it a stack.
Bitches move out because they know I got bands. I'm sorry. You said keep it a stack. I had to get that off.
You had to get off an Ice Spice bar. That's insane. I don't even know what he's singing.
I fuck with that joint.
Hey, look, I'm gonna keep it a stack, y'all.
Bitches
I'ma
move
just
out 'cause
take
they
the
know I got
note.
bands.
Ball it up. I'm gonna take the note, ball it up, and toss it outside my whip. And then I'm gonna do a walk around. Hold on, wait. I'm gonna just do it here. I'm gonna just walk.
Like an idiot. And then what?
I'm gonna walk outside my whip, and that's the try me walk. The try me walk,
That's the 50 Cent at the what's the name awards?
legendary shit.
Yeah.
But yes, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna take my black ass home. And when I get home to my driveway, I'm walking again. Cause my thing is this: don't play with me. Don't play with me. I'm watching every car behind me. I'm watching everything just in case. And I think that's fucked up. If you live in a house, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you're open to shit like that. Motherfucker can watch you come home and leave.
Yeah.
Me and Terrell had happened before. When we got our shit ran through the first time. Pause. When we got our
Jesus Christ. Go ahead.
look at it, Jesus Christ, you almost made me think of what?
No, I'm just saying that's wild.
What's wild about it?
You just said we got our shit ran through.
Okay, yeah, so what are you thinking I'm talking about? Our what's?
Terrance, come
Our
on, you know
what?
that's fucked. You know that's fucked up, bro. Come on, you can't do that.
You see how they act?
You gotta pause that, bro.
You gotta pause that, bro. You had me thinking that you was talking about what?
You know.
Crazy. We live in a world with a bunch
You
of
are
niggas.
always taking that stance. It's funny as shit. But you're right, though. The first time we got robbed, right? Or our house got broken into and they stole shit. We came home to a broke crowbar latch. It was like, damn, we gotta be more careful about
They
how
was
we
watching
even
us
move.
walking in and out, yeah. What would you do in that situation?
I'm gonna do the thing and they do in the movie where they start talking to whoever can hear.
Who's out there? You hear me? Leave us alone.
But honestly, I don't know what I would do. I would take that drink home and put it on the fridge. See if she say something about it.
The smart thing to do is if you just finished a gym session, you need to go back in the gym and say, hey, do y'all got cameras out here? Hey, do y'all have cameras that watch the joint? Y'all got cameras? Okay, bet, because it was a note left in my car. I just wanted to see if I can get notice of that because this is a creepy thing, right? I mean, this is a creepy thing. I mean, that's something creepy to leave on a car. I mean, that's not cool. So if I get your cameras, like you go in there off that energy?
You going in there sounding like
show this motherfucker the tape so we can leave us alone for our lunch break.
They ain't gonna show your black ass the tapes. They gonna say you need an officer. Go ahead and call the cops. Get a police report done, and then only via the police report can they show you cameras. Come on, bro. I used to do this.
I'm in there with Geraldine on her lunch break.
She say, this motherfucker just rear-ended me. He rear-ended me in the parking lot.
You can't look at it. We've done that before.
We've gone and looked and said,
yeah.
ma'am, we can't give you this footage. Look, burn that to a tape, girl.
Burn that to a CD. Yeah, hold up.
First of all,
we don't let you record. We'll let you record the screen.
Oh, y'all was wilding. You can get in trouble for that.
I can get in trouble for showing you a public camera that's up there recording you
publicly. What if it come out for some reason she's at fault?
We let her record.
Where did you get this footage from, ma'am?
Best Buy. They let me record it.
And if I'm the motherfucker that owns this joint,
how can we get in trouble for that?
I'm gonna say
she told us
how the fuck this
she was
motherfucker
under the
get
guise that she was
but the company is protected by the police report because guess what?
On the police report we told them that she was interested in
as a company. You see, I'm talking to you like one of my employees that used to do bullshit like this. The police are the ones that make the assumption based on the footage we give them. That keeps us from being sued by the motherfucker that she's talking about if she's lying. She could have said, fuck it, I'm going to beat her ass in here and get the footage.
No bullshit.
But to keep yourself safe, it's like having an LLC.
You just let
you make sure my liability is limited.
Record and we can show the feds the footage. Yeah,
and
we've done that before.
This bitch lying when they going to Officer Parker who did the shit.
Nah, yeah.
Not us.
For me, this is what I would say. I say take legal action if you're a woman. Definitely go through all of the steps.
Yeah,
that's
shit
a creepy situation. Yeah.
It's completely different if it's a woman.
Nah,
but
yeah.
For you,
especially if you don't know the dude, or you don't know the handwriting, I definitely would take a legal action just for your safety. And that's cryptic. That's not you look hot in here. That's some creepy shit. See you at home. That means I'm being spied on. That there's implications behind the note.
What if you go home? Or what if you go back to the gym? A week later, you come back. It's another note that says,
I saw you. Well, now you're on an episode of The Watcher. And you need to go and see who did the deed on the home that you just bought because it could have been done by a racist community of people that only want their kind in there. If you haven't seen The Watcher, then you won't get that.
Is that the one with that?
Remember The Watcher?
They move in the house.
Yeah, and they were
kept
getting
the
notes
joints in the mail. Yeah, that was good.
That joint ended horribly.
It did. Didn't end the best. But it was good them first few episodes.
Think about how I could hook all of you motherfuckers in. I could call it The Tenant. I could come out with a show called The Tenant, right?
Uh-huh.
You move into a apartment building, whatever, but you hear this at the door. Open your door, nobody's there, but there's a note. The note says, you forgot your green beans. Holy fuck, who the fuck is this? Now look, I can keep playing with my audience with a character they've never seen. Knocks at the door, creaks in the water. Oh, it's somebody outside. I don't gotta show y'all shit until the last episode. Guess what? I baked y'all for 8 episodes. In the end, it's nobody. Or it was a dream. Guess what? We already made the money.
Yeah,
You watched the whole thing. That's what The Watcher is basically. That's what these shows do.
Mm-hmm.
Baited me for a whole joint. But hey, speaking of shows, Terrell, you got a movie suggestion of the week.
I do have a movie suggestion of the week randomly thrown up on Netflix. I haven't seen it yet, but I will be watching it. Godzilla -1. It's a movie that people were trying to find on Crunchyroll or different places that you may not normally watch if you're not already on.
Because
those
I told y'all to
platforms.
watch that.
You did. But I'm bringing it back simply because it's on Netflix. I will be watching this weekend at some point. And I believe you should as well.
And they just won Best Foreign Film at the Oscars this year.
They won best, and they won best special effects as
Best
well.
special effects. Damn, did they win Best Foreign Film?
They may not have won foreign
tripping?
film, but I know for sure they were nominated and they won for special effects.
They won for special effects. Okay, so my movie suggestion of the week, I believe it or not, I have it on. Wow, Godzilla -1 is on here.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, what do I wanted to do? What did we just watch, boo? Help me out.
I thought you already had one baked. What the hell? What's happening? Hold on, wait. What?
I did have one baked, but I
Unthinkable.
didn't
He
know.
already said last week. It can't be that.
I think it's. Oh, okay, yeah, maybe that one. But then again, I ain't really enjoyed that one. I'm gonna give y'all two. First one is gonna be the Lego Movie. Believe it or not, I think that's on Netflix.
Yes,
that was
it
the
is.
first time that I watched that movie. Did you know that?
For real?
Yeah.
Did you know that was Chris Pratt?
Yeah, I did. Immediately.
Yeah.
First, and it was hilarious. Like, it's funny as shit. I watched it off the late night. First off, it's one of the best animated movies I've ever seen. Simply because as a nigga that is doing his own Legos on some Miles Turner shit, to see like something explode and then it's just a bunch of Legos that go everywhere. Everything is Lego. I'm a nigga that fucked with Coraline. I'm a nigga that fucked with Chicken Run. I love stop motion. You know what I'm saying? I love the fact that y'all had to go and do this. To see what they did with the Legos,
Not yet.
grade A. So my first one's gonna be that one's on Netflix. The second one's on Netflix. Believe it or not, it was like a top movie. Me and A-Train watched it. I would say we halfway enjoyed it. Halfway felt the way about it. It's the movie Atlas with Jennifer Lawrence.
Lawrence is in it
I
too?
said Lawrence Lopez.
Oh, okay.
When you said Low, you threw me off. I don't know why.
Jennifer Lowe. Well,
J-Lo.
yeah. You try to abbreviate some shit that don't work out.
No, I get it. Who else is that? Sterling K. Brown is in it.
Brown is in it. I've seen, if you've kept up with all the TikTok drama between the cast, it's funny as shit. Simon Liu.
Yeah, it's a lot of
Simeon
J-Lo
Liu.
on camera.
I forget
A
his
big
name.
AI movie. It's a very AI based. J-Lo plays like the older, wittier person who's, a little, what do you call it when you're kind of standoffish to this new AI shit, but then you actually got to come around.
Oh, she's
It's
a
one of them
boomer.
joints. Basically, yeah.
The motherfucker taking out order to IHOP. These fucking tablets, trust me.
These fucking tablets. I don't know if your orders are going to be right. I'll see. Yeah. Motherfucker, you better hope so or your tip depend on it. I don't give a fuck that y'all use a tablet. You don't got to use that shit, do you?
Just write it down and
Write
then
on
take it
your
to the
notepad
computer.
and then go to your tablet and do work.
They probably in the back saying, Mark, what I tell you about using that tablet? Get it out. I mean, that fucking notepad. Get it out of there.
Fucking pencil and pad out of here,
They
Mark.
want me to do. They want me to use a fucking tablet at work. I can't fucking figure the thing out.
There with a Galaxy Tab 3. So what did you want? The green bean? I don't see that as an option.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll tell him to put it in. He comes out with it. Where's my green bean?
No green bean.
They didn't put it on there. You go back and let me not say that. The chef is like, this nigga didn't put it. Anyway, that's gonna be it for 204.
Grab the.
I'm gonna give a shout out to everybody that's watching this podcast and you were born in the month of June. It's your month. Shout out to the June babies. Terrell, it's still Gemini season, right?
It's still Gemini season. Big shout out to all of the Gemini. Big shout out to everybody that hit a pool. The pool's open this weekend.
Yes, sir.
Throwing my boy a first birthday party. Look out for that this weekend. I'm gonna post the highlights. Next time.